whoever sent this obviously has no idea about the physical limitations of life underwater. Well, might as well throw these in the fire.
Ah, well, come on in.
SpongeBob will always be one of my favorite cartoons of all time, but that doesn't mean every single episode is absolutely perfect. Even throughout the best era in the first few seasons, some storylines just don't reach the highs of the rest. That's where we get to SpongeBob's House Party from Season 3, also known as Party Pooper Pants. Now let me be 100% clear. I like this episode, it has some fun jokes, and it really does nail the whole party thing to make it feel like an event. That being said, this is often on lists for worst pre-movie episodes of the show, and there are a few reasons why that's the case. Why did it fall flat among audiences? Why doesn't it reach the golden standard that other episodes would reach? Let's talk about what happened with SpongeBob's House Party to make it so divisive in the fandom. It starts off with the biggest SpongeBob fan around, Patchy the Pirate. He only shows up on special occasions, and this time around he's throwing a party of his own. A whole cast of wacky characters are here for the fun, but this is only a brief introduction, and we soon plunge right into Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob ends up buying a plan your own party kit, where, as you can imagine, he plans his own party. He makes a schedule of things to do at specific times, planning literally everything to make it the best experience. It takes some time, but characters from around town do eventually show up one after another, and SpongeBob is micromanaging everyone. He obviously wants them to have a good time, but by doing so, he takes control and doesn't give them room to breathe. Whenever he's not in the room to command others, the guests party how they want. With SpongeBob getting locked out of his own house, he tries to get back in and fix the absolute catastrophe going on inside, but you know what? As it turns out, the party was a success, only because he wasn't there. To close out the episode, we get one final glimpse into the real life party, and a bird band sings a song, Underwater Sun. Now, okay, there are a few reasons why Party Pooper Pants doesn't get a whole lot of recognition. One of them is definitely the amount of filler. Typical episodes last 11 minutes, and that's completely fine, as storylines move in a natural direction and play out to their full potential. However, this was different. Instead of following SpongeBob from start to finish, there were a bunch of Patchy segments. This is normal for a special, but when you realize just how much screen time he had compared to SpongeBob, you start wondering, why did they do this in the first place? Nearly half of the episode takes place in real life, which feels a little overwhelming. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Patchy and all the corny escapades he brings to the show, but he's always supposed to be a small break from Bikini Bottom. He follows the same idea of a comedic relief character. He's awesome in small doses, but too much is kind of annoying.
Oh, Scurvy ain't for the likes of me. Yo ho, 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 yo ho. Oh!
With a few minutes of filler cut down, this definitely could have been a normal 11-minute story, but specials get much more attention, which is why the crew went with this structure. Oh yeah, there were also a lot of moments where nothing was happening. I mean, we didn't even get to see SpongeBob's full party until halfway through. What didn't help the pace pick up is that almost everything took place in or around SpongeBob's house. There weren't many changes of scenery to keep a viewer's attention, and when this goes on longer than usual, it makes sense why some people were bored. I think another reason viewers are turned off from SpongeBob's House Party is honestly the main guy himself. Of course you watch this show because of SpongeBob. He's the heart of everything. He's lighthearted and always willing to go with the flow wherever he is. The problem is that this episode paints him in a slightly different light than how we've seen him before. His intentions of making something fun were good, but the actual execution of that wasn't so great. His control was the main story of the episode, but look at it from a different perspective. Would SpongeBob actually do this? It felt a little out of character for him to treat his friends like this. He's almost always happy all the time, and obviously someone like that would love partying. Check out a few instances of him in a similar setting, and he's really enjoying himself. Why that wouldn't also carry over to the special is a mystery, but I guess there wouldn't have been much of a plot if SpongeBob just had fun like usual. What if Squidward held the party instead? It would make more sense for him to be the controlling one. The third reason SpongeBob's House Party fell flat among some viewers is likely because of the marketing towards it. As per usual with specials, it was heavily advertised. Up until the big day, there were constant promos surrounding what to expect, getting everyone excited over this massive event that nobody should miss. It was also interesting to see the Patchy commercials.
We got oranges,
When one should get scurvy,
oregano,
for flavor,
and arugula.
goes well with sea cucumbers.
It all starts Friday, May 17th at 8, 7 Central, right here on the only Pirate Party network for kids, Nickelodeon.
In May 2002, Wendy's even had a selection of House Party kids meal toys that tie in with the episode episode, basically telling kids, hey, there's this big episode of Nickelodeon coming up, you should really watch. I will always appreciate this marketing because it's creative, though this does nothing but raise the viewer's expectations. They assume it'll be a bigger episode than it really is, and by the end, they'll just be like, that was it? When they realize how slow SpongeBob's House Party really is, they may not be as excited as they once were. Listen, I'm not gonna say straight up that this is a bad episode. It still manages to make me laugh after all these years, and there are a few redeeming aspects like Underwater Sun. Come on, this is fire and you know it. But while Party Pooper Pants hits the checklist for what makes a good SpongeBob episode, it doesn't reach the quality of great SpongeBob episodes. The golden seasons of the show would have bangers one after another, and it almost didn't feel like it came from that same era. What are your thoughts on the divisive House Party story? Did you have fun watching, or did it not live up to the hype? Let's talk in the comments. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.